How's it going, everyone? John here, and welcome to another Streamlabs OBS tutorial video we're wanting to work with. Now, you're going to right click on that source, you're going to go up to filters, and you're going to click on the plus. Click the drop down, go to color correction, and click done. So this is what you're going to be able to see and what you can try to manipulate. You have your preview window up on top. And what you're going to want to do is just kind of mess with these. So if I mess with a little bit of gamma, you can start to see that it's starting to brighten up everything around it, right? But a little too bright. It looks a little washed out. So if you bring in some contrast, now you're starting to bring
Streaming HDR to YouTube is now possible with OBS. Thankfully, it's less of a mess than editing videos with HDR, which we'll talk about in the next video. But this begins my three-part series of making HDR video via an AMD or an NVIDIA GPU and a YouTube account with live content in SDR. We'll cover that first. Firstly, if you're playing console games or games on a dual PC streaming setup via a capture card, you don't actually have to do anything different. All of the existing capture cards you would be using that would allow you to pass through HDR content to your monitor will also automatically tone map your video footage from HDR to SDR in OBS. The OBS team have already validated to work in. Currently, YouTube is the only mainstream platform that supports this, and you can't stream the normal way where we have to configure a lot. So first and foremost, let's set up OBS to actually operate in HDR mode, because previously we were just converting everything back to SDR. Go to Settings, Advanced, and change color format under the video subsection to P010. Change color space to Rec 2100 PQ. Leave the color range on limited. Leave everything else alone unless you know what you're doing. I010 and HLG can be used instead of these settings for HDR.